Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Haven't been to the dentist in a while? Bender Dental Care in Elgin has a new patient welcome offer. Complete exam, regular cleaning, consultation, and x-rays for only $29. Okay, that bears repeating. A complete exam, regular cleaning, consultation, and x-rays for only $29. Bender Dental Care has a verified 5-star Google rating. It doesn't get any better than that. Family dentistry at its best. Bender Dental Care in Elgin.
It is 9:38. This is Captain's Corner here at WRMN, AM 1410, WRMN Radio on YouTube. Yes, I said YouTube. We are back up on YouTube right now. If you want to try to join us for the final 20 minutes of the show here today, we talked with Jennifer Fucale in the last half hour from the Downtown Neighborhood Association, and now, Mayor Dave Captain, we have a special guest in the house today.
We do, and it's a birthday girl, and it's her very first time to be on radio, and she's going to be on YouTube as well. So we're going to memorialize this, and Betty, it's you're going to be your 100th birthday coming up next week.
29th.
Yep. And Betty's a walker. And my father knew Betty, and I know Betty from walking over at the rec center. My dad used to walk with Betty on the south end.
On the south end,
Yep.
all over the south end.
We and enjoyed their time together, knew each other for a very long time. And Betty, you walk 10,000 steps a day, is that correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
How many days a week do you walk?
5 days a week. I'm addicted to it.
So Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah, down at the recreation center, and that's one of the great things about that is when they first put that in, people talked about this is not going to pay for itself. And when I became mayor, we started to walk down there in the wintertime. The winters were bad, and started to see people, and 500 or 600 people a day were walking at the recreation center in the wintertime. And Betty was one of them, and we talked about what does that mean to a city, and it's about being healthy. And I talk a lot about health is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And you do a little bit every day, and you hope that it keeps you healthy. And Betty, it's kept you healthy. So tell us about what your day is like. What is a normal day for you?
Yeah.
Well, I get up in the morning like everybody else. And read the paper, and have breakfast, and get ready to go down to the center. So I try to get there between 9:30 and 10:30. So, and I walk. It takes me about an hour and 15 minutes now to get my 10,000 steps.
Yeah, and that's 4 miles a day, right?
It's almost 5.
Almost 5 miles a day.
And it's over 4.
Wow. And how long have you been doing that over at the center? Ever since it opened?
Since it opened 22 years ago, I think it is now.
Wow.
I walked outside after I first retired from work and around the neighborhood, but anyhow, when the rec center opened up, why, my girlfriend and I started walking down there.
Yeah. Wow. So it's a long time, and so you've been a long time walker. I wonder how many miles you've walked all these years.
I don't know.
You ever try to add it up?
That would be me not knowing.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's thousands and thousands of miles.
It was in the paper the one time they had a write-up about walking, and it said that I had walked to California and back.
Is that right?
I still got the clipping.
Wow. So is the walking and is one of the things you think has kept you as healthy and lucky to live as long as you have? One of the keys to that?
I think so. I hope so. I know it keeps me going now. If I wasn't walking, why, I wouldn't be here. I had to have a pacemaker put in 2 years ago, and otherwise I wouldn't be walking.
Yeah. I think one of the things that it's kind of a hidden part of the rec center. It's not just the walking and the exercise. It's the social aspect of it too. And it creates a schedule for people, and people go down there, they see their old friends, and might walk with them a little bit, and that's what and people will come up to me, and when I walk down there, Amir, you got a minute? And I'm thinking, well,
minutes are long.
Yeah, and what do you need, and that type of thing. But I think that's an important part of the rec center. And I had a conversation with a council member not too long ago. They were talking about a few years ago about the fact that the rec center doesn't make any money, and we're lucky that park breaks even, and a thing like that. But I said, when you start to put a value on things like that, like health, the value from the rec center to people like Betty and the people that go down there to walk is incalculable. It's in the tens of millions of dollars every year that it pays back the community. So I think it's important. And when they talked about the fact, well, we lost money, I said, well, if you want to have a meeting down here, I said, I could probably start a conversation with the people that are walking at the rec center. We'll get 400 or 500 people to come down to the council meeting. And maybe that'll help us make our mind up. Usually that changes the way we look at things.
Yeah.
But it's a big thing for us.
Time. And I see people walking in groups, like you just mentioned. It's a great time to be physically fit and socialize with your friends at the same time, which makes it easier to keep on walking. I know I've run a couple of 5Ks the last couple of years, and when I've gone to run practice the 5Ks, I'm running with a couple of my friends, and it makes it so much easier. When I run by myself, I have to stop, walk. I can't stay focused for as long. When you're running and you're talking, it just helps pass the time. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
I guess it takes it off your mind a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It really is. You meet so many nice people. I don't think there's any that aren't. And I mean, like I say, if you come down and just walk 1 or 2 times around the track, you're up, you're out, and you're seeing other people, and it's helping you. So, but otherwise, I mean, it's a godsend.
Yeah, and people come down or they've had surgeries and they do some rehab by doing that. And for some, it's a struggle to make just one loop. But like I say, it's we do the best you can do. That's true. You don't have to. We're not winning a race here or doing anything like that. We just do the best that you can do.
Yeah. Betty's with us here today, celebrating her 100th birthday on the 29th of November.
Right.
Yeah. So have you always stayed physically fit, and have you tried to take care of yourself as far as what you eat and things like that, too? Is that what has made...
Yes, I think. You know, I've always tried to anyway, but I mean, we all do. Everybody tries. Nobody wants to give up.
Yeah.
But I know I've made hundreds of different people. And I mean, like I said, you never meet a stranger, really. You just smile and say hello or start talking. And if they want to talk, fine,
Yeah. Well, are you from Elgin? Or are you from this area,
No,
originally?
I'm from Elgin.
From Elgin originally?
I was born in Elgin. And
Really?
I'm still here. Born on Bellevue Avenue. And then during the Depression, we lost our home. And I moved, had to live on Dundee Avenue. I'm not giving the addresses, but it was so funny because the other day I was thinking about it and I named every address.
Yeah.
And then we moved down on Wrmn Street, and from Wrmn, I'm down where I am now. on Hastings.
Wow. So you've lived in four or five different places in your lifetime here in the city of Elgin?
Right.
Really, that's not that many places in 99 years.
Yeah. She met my father a long time ago and through his business, but my father lived on J Street, and I grew up on J Street on the south end.
Yeah.
We'll call ourselves South Enders, and it's a tight-knit community, and it's one of those things that when I talk about Elgin, you know, it's going to be a big town, one of the largest in the state now, but it's still a small town because you can walk around and meet
Right.
people that you grew up with or have known for years, and it's still a small town atmosphere.
Yeah, so almost 100 years in the same city your entire life.
Right.
What are the things? What are the things you've enjoyed most about Elgin? Why have you stayed here your whole life? You must like it in certain ways, right?
Well, I don't know. I've just always enjoyed life.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I've had nice friends, good friends, and it's just been, Elgin's been very good to me.
Yeah.
I mean, work or recreation, everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's. Did you go to Elgin High School?
Yes.
You went to Elgin High School. What class did you graduate?
I did not graduate,
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
But it would have been, gosh, what
I'll
year?
tell you the reason that I didn't go, I got impetigo, and so I couldn't go back to school then with it. So then I still, in September, I couldn't go. So I thought, well, I'm just not going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been sorry, really. Embarrassing when I can say I didn't have a high school diploma. But otherwise, I mean, everybody and everything I've ever done has done good for me.
Looks like you made it okay, though.
Fine, 100%.
You've been just okay, and you're almost 100 years old, so 100% is exactly true. And so all these years, this is the first time you've ever been on the radio.
Right.
It took 100 years.
It took 100 years. I've listened to it,
Yeah.
done the shopping show,
Yeah.
and like I was just telling our mayor that I was going to call in the one time a few years ago. They used to have the ones to call in and name different places that nobody heard of.
Yeah.
And so I had a whole list. I didn't ever call in, didn't get the courage.
Well, WRMN is celebrating its 75th year. So I guess as being a lifetime Elginite, you've known about this radio station for a long time, right?
Right.
Used to listen back in as you were, and probably your family's listened over the years, right?
Right. I got a lot of family.
Yeah.
Family.
What's your favorite restaurant in Elgin?
Paul's.
Paul's Restaurant? Yeah. Okay.
Paul's.
I figure a person that's almost 100 years old, Mayor Dave, I'd have to ask her a few favorites.
That's Paul's is an institution. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
They all change now, but Elgin it's a nice little town. I wish they had the downtown. I wish it'd come back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, it's like we'd go, a bunch of us girls from work, we'd go into Woodfield and shopping, and we'd come back to Elgin and buy.
Well, I mean, and we've talked about this over the years on the show about how downtown Elgin, before the malls came around, used to be the place where you'd go to shop, right? And the malls
Right.
kind of and the malls kind of hurt certain downtowns in a lot of ways because a lot of the retail stores went to the mall, and downtown had to take on a different identity because it wasn't needed for shopping as much anymore, right?
No, it makes a big difference. I mean, when you went to the mall, I mean, it was more expensive, really. Like I said, well, the one time I come home and my husband said, "You went to the mall, you girls, all day in Schaumburg, and you come home and you only bought a loaf of bread from Tiffany's."
Wow.
So,
Is there, let me see, it's 9:50 here at WRMN. This is Captain's Corner, and Betty's with us, about to turn 100 years old, and they're going to be a celebration over at the center in a little while. Starts at about 10:30. They're going to have coffee and cupcakes and water between 11:20 and 12. You're going to stop over there, right, Mayor Dave?
I'm going to be there, yes.
And some preschoolers, I think, are going to sing to you, so that'll be fun. At the place that you are... What's that? Was it supposed to be a surprise?
what did you say? What did you say?
It's going to be a lot of preschoolers singing to a lady that's going to turn 100 years old.
And that's my great-granddaughter. And I have a great-grandson that's 3 years old. 3 greats, and I don't know any other ones. And I watch the paper, the obituaries. And but I'm very proud of all of my grandchildren. Lots of them. Great-grandchildren. Yeah.
Well, not many people can say that.
I'm just one of them now. No. Otherwise, I got a lot of great grades.
Well, Betty, before we let you go, I guess I should ask you, for all of us young whippersnappers like Mayor Dave Captain, who's only 3/4 your age, and me maybe a little bit over half of your age, what is the best advice you can give for people to try to be happy and live a long life and try to stay healthy? What's the key to good health? Because you must know it. Well,
to me, I think walking has helped me a lot, and just meet different people. Just smile and say hello, and you meet. I mean, it's wonderful. You know, people are good. You know, I don't know how to say it, I guess.
Yeah. Try to keep the stress level down a little bit. That always helps, right? Stress kills.
Yeah. Oh, well, no. My granddaughter's living with me now since I had my pacemaker.
Yeah.
So I don't do as much at home. She does most all of it. And so I just walk, and I'm addicted to that. I can make myself go and do every day.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It was really nice to meet you.
Okay.
I'm disappointed that it's been 100 years that you have never been on the radio before. Maybe we can make you a regular.
We'll make sure you get copies of the video, and we'll send you the link, and you'll get.
Well, just come walking, and you'll live to be 100 too.
There we go. That's the idea. Yeah. And that's what the plan will be. Right?
You can walk with Betty. You get there about 9:30 every morning. Is that what you said?
I quit about 9:30.
About 9:30.
9:30, 10.
Okay. Well, have a great party over there, and thanks for coming in today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Okay. And we'll see you in a few minutes. I'll be over.
Okay.
All right, it's Miss Betty. I'm going over to the center to celebrate her 100th birthday, and she stopped in here at WRMN. We're going to take one quick break here and then come back with some final words with Mayor Dave Captain in just a couple of moments on WRMN.
Political party poopers got you down? Shake it off and join me, Dennis Sonar Green, every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show, where we cut through the doom and gloom with a focus on America first, constitutional values, and a populist perspective that puts you, the citizen, at the center of the conversation. At WRMN, the talk of the town, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring you the straight talk you need. Whether you're frustrated with the political establishment or looking for a clear, some nonsense analysis, this show has you covered. Tune in. Let's take on the issues together with a fresh, unfiltered approach. Catch us every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN, A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town.
A recent Gallup poll indicated that 38% of Americans are putting off health care because of financial concerns, the highest ever recorded. I'm Dr. Bob Martin, here to serve you every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. Millions of Americans are seeking health advice that will not cost an arm and a leg, so I offer health tips and advice absolutely free. Listen to my show, Sunday afternoons from 1 to 4 right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM, the voice of the Valley and the home of Radio Shopping Show.
Join me, your host, Michael Francis Tuman, on my radio show, Chief Guard of the Republic, where we talk about all things national security and defense. Other topics will include personal security, safety, and dealing with law enforcement situations. Call in, ask me questions. I will get you answers. Every week, Saturday, noon until 1 p.m., here on Fox River Valley's 1410 a.m. WRMN Elgin.
All right, we're back for a couple more minutes. Mayor Dave Captain, Captain's Corner, an eventful show today, Mayor Captain.
We are very busy, yes, and very enjoyable with two beautiful ladies.
Yes.
Today.
Yeah, for sure. Jennifer Fukala and Betty McCown, and Betty turning 100 years old. So we didn't get a chance to talk too much about what happened at the city council meeting last night. I guess we'll have to save that for another time. But one thing that happened, just a quick thought on the Police Civilian Review Board. That got finalized last night, right?
Yes, it did. After this is a long process, took almost 3 years, probably a little over 3 years from start to finish.
Wow.
And going through the whole process with the community. And we finalized there are 9 people going to serve on the board. They've been approved by the city council, and hope to get started. They have to go through a training program and a couple days to do. It's not going to be easy, and they know that there's going to be a commitment from them. So
I was just going to say, it's a commitment for sure.
Oh, it sure is.
They had to really want to do this to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And wanted to make sure, I said, when we start out and do this, so tell people this is not going to be one of those things where we're going to show up or not show up, or there's going to be a commitment to do this. And they have to do 2 days of training, ride around, and learn what it's going to be like to be a policeman. You can't judge somebody until you walk in their shoes a little bit.
Mm-hmm. 4-year terms for Jose Bosque, Charles Horton, and Kai Rush.
Yep.
3-year terms for Thomas Augustin, Mark Smith, of course, our friend, the commander from the American Legion, and Deborah Willis get 3-year terms, and 2-year terms for Bruce Korn, Diane Frazier, and Karen Schock.
Yep.
So kind of scattered terms there, the way they handle that, and many committees kind of do things that way. So
yes,
I guess in the coming weeks, we'll maybe explain exactly what they do, what their job's going to be, right?
We can do that, absolutely, yeah.
So, well, thank you for the show today, Mayor Dave Captain. Appreciate it, and we'll catch up with you again in the month of December sometime.
We'll be around. Looking forward to it.
And we maybe see you next Saturday night over at the Christmas tree lighting and watch you read.
You can come and listen to me read.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
The night before Christmas, right?
That's it.
All right. Well, Mayor Dave, be careful in the snow, too.
I will do that.
All right, take care. Mayor Dave Captain, City of Elgin. And snow continues here in downtown Elgin. Matt's going to be in next. He's going to have your Out to Lunch show. He'll give you the latest weather information, and I'll be back with you tomorrow morning. Chief Anna Lally probably could talk more about the whole Police Review Board tomorrow morning when she's in on her show. She'll be here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning on a Friday. So keep it right here on WRMN, the talk of the town.
Anderson Japanese Gardens, ranked the highest quality Japanese garden in North America and located right in the heart of Rockford. Their mission is to open minds to a different culture while offering a place of peace and tranquility where one can find healing, renewal, inspiration, and a re-energized soul. A premier destination for corporate functions, special events, weddings, and receptions. For directions, hours, and fees, visit andersongarden.org today.
When you need your banker, they should be ready to put you first. At Wintrust, you can have the banking experience you need and the one you deserve. Ready for a change? We've made it even easier. Our new sophisticated online platform makes opening accounts a breeze, but our bankers are always here for you. Open a new Total Access checking account in minutes at wintrust.com/fast. Plus, get $300.
$100 required to open. Requirements to qualify. Must use link to apply.
Member FDIC.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 10 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Verizon. Naperville Police announced that they are collaborating with the Illinois State Police and other local agencies for the Click It or Ticket and Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaigns. Beginning November 22nd through December 2nd, enforcement will be out in force to ensure travelers are not only buckled up but sober behind the wheel. The Elgin Theater Company inviting you to join them for a magical holiday journey with their production of The Christmas Express. Performances run November 22nd through the 24th at the Elgin Art Showcase, and tickets range from $23 to $25. 150 students from Tokyo's Inagakuen Sogo High School, known for their exceptional wind ensemble, will grace Batavia with a special concert in December. The award-winning group, lauded as a 15-time All-Japan Band Contest gold medalist, will perform December 18th at the Batavia Fine Arts Center. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist? Huh,
you don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Ready to hit the ground running or walking? Welcome to Dick Pond Athletics in St. Charles. For over 50 years, we've outfitted runners of all levels with the best shoes, apparel, and accessories. Whether you're training for a 5K, gearing up for a marathon, or just want to be as healthy as possible, we've got the gear you need. Visit us for a personalized Atrex 3D gait analysis. Shop our fantastic selection and snag a deal in our clearance section. Stop by any of our 5 stores in Lisle, Carroll Stream, Park Ridge, Hoffman Estates, or St. Charles. Monday to Friday, 10 to 8, Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 11 to 4. Visit dickpondathletics.com today.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NFL this Sunday. The Bears host the Vikings. Chicago looking to snap a 4-game skid. They're 4-6-0 this season. The Vikings are 8-2-0, second in the NFC North, winners in 3 straight. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the Chicago Bulls 122-106 last night. Zach LaVine, 27 points, 6 assists in the losing effort for the Bulls, who dropped to 6-10. Meanwhile, Giannis Antetokounmpo had 41 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists for Milwaukee. They're 6-9. The Bucks have a modest 2-game winning streak. They have wins in 5 of 10, while the Bulls have dropped 7 of their last 10. Chicago back home tomorrow night, hosting the Atlanta Hawks. Milwaukee back home tomorrow against the Pacers. NHL tonight at United Center, the Blackhawks host the Florida Panthers. Florida, the defending Stanley Cup champs. They have wins in 7 of 10. Chicago winless in their last 3. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme alongside the beefy 5-layer burrito, double stacked taco, chips with nacho cheese sauce, and medium drink. All for just $7. It's your wallet's favorite cheesy crunchy combo here for a limited time. Grab yours and relive the decades only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for price and participation, which varies. Drinks and food freezes. Tax extra.
Shop Dell Technologies Black Friday event for their lowest prices of the year. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Black Friday is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
America's Best Restaurants travels the country and features restaurants that you should visit each week. Recently, the cast and crew made their way to Renata's German Restaurant in Hanover Park. Renata serves old family recipes and delicious German-influenced food. Renata's also specializes in a wide variety of traditional German baked goods, too. So, if you've yet to visit Renata's, try America's Best Restaurants choice. Drop in soon for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Visit renatasgermanrestaurant.com.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. There's my little bell there. We hope you are enjoying the day so far. Happy Thursday, everybody. And yes, it is a chilly day outside today. We definitely have the snow falling down today. Now, for me in particular, I don't really care for it that much, just to be honest here. But, that's okay. It was bound to happen, and here we are. And it's not going to last the whole time, though, because we do see here for forecast coming in through the rest of this week, a little early into next week, too. It does start to clear up a little bit, but then it does come back around eventually again here. So stay tuned for that. So what we have right now in terms of temperatures is right now we're at 29 degrees. We do have a high of 41 degrees today. So the snow is kind of sticking. It is sticking a little bit here. We are getting a little bit of a heavier blizzard style of amount here that we've got today. We are going to be seeing it going up into a high of 41 roughly by the time we get into the afternoon. It is still predicted to be showers here, so that snow is more likely than not going to be turning into rain. With the temperatures going up a little bit, it'll turn into rain here, so it's going to be definitely a wet, rainy day or afternoon/evening, but here in the morning until we get into the early part of the afternoon, it is going to continue to snow. So just be careful out there. The roads are a little bit slick, so it's always good to be prepared for that. And what I'm actually going to do today is, due to this weather here, I'll talk a little bit about some winter 2024-2025 outlook within the area on the National Weather Service. So we'll talk a little bit